Greetings everyone, and I'm here in the mayoral chamber. It's actually the mayoral parlour, I believe, and I'm here with Madam Mayor Helen Whitcroft. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. We've been waiting a long time to get this interview because we want to talk to you so much, because obviously you're mayor for a year.
That's right.
A
Yeah.
whole year.
Whole year.
And we want to know, really, let's start off right at the beginning. So before mayor, you became a councillor.
Yep, that's right.
Before a councillor, though, your parents were councillors, weren't they?
Yes.
So it's sort of in the blood.
It is. What happened, for a long time, I was a parliamentary agent while they were councillors. So I'd always been involved as such because I was working in the background when they were councillors. And I always said, never going to be a councillor, not happening, not me, no, not my thing. And then in 2019, I buckled under the pressure, and
were you persuaded by your parents, or was it someone else who had a little chat with you?
It was a bit of a multi-pronged thing, really, because Sashi Marbaganum, he put a bit of pressure on me about it, and my father, not so much my mother, but my father. So yeah, they'd obviously had a bit of a chit chat before and decided that if they, so yeah, they worked it. But so then went and got elected in May 2019.
So around the dinner table, then, is it all politics when you get together, or do you talk about other things?
Actually, it's not. It's usually, I suppose it depends what's going on, but it's usually often football when my dad and my oldest son get together. So there's a lot of football in there. No, not very much at all. I think it's because, I walk a lot with my dad, with the dogs. Yeah. So we kind of tend to get that bit over there, and then everybody else doesn't want to hear it.
Did your mum go, no, we're not talking shop, no shop today, no shop? Oh, excellent. No. Okay, so...
That doesn't seem to happen. I don't know. There's no conscious decision about it. It just... Maybe over the years they've all said, no, I'm not interested in that shop.
Yeah.
So we don't bother anymore. I don't know, but...
Okay, so come forward a bit. So you're an elected councillor, you're now mayor.
Yes.
Madam Mayor. So explain to us what is being mayor? What's that about?
Being mayor has, the role in itself has three different elements. The first is the official element, and if I'm honest, it's the bit that I just do because I do. And then there's two other parts, is the engagements, places we go, people we see, schools, residential homes, businesses, anything and everything that we can support, really. You name it. We've had brownie trips and what have you here and into the chamber. And, that's the engagement side of it. And then the third, but not necessarily in this order, is the fundraising element, and that's optional for mayors. They choose whether or not they want to do that and how many charities they choose to do it for. And to me, it's an opportunity, and we are utterly embracing it, because that's, although equally the engagements and the fundraising, as I say, the other bit's just got to be done. So, but yeah, so that's a circle of what it is. There's three parts.
Okay, you talked about, you've opened up the fundraising. We need to carry on with that. So you've got three charities.
I have got three, yeah. As I say, we can choose as many as we want, but of course, the more you choose, the less they get. So
okay.
We went with three. We've gone with Chloe and Sophie Special Ear Fund.
Based in Camberley?
Yes, they're just literally over the building on the High Street. And then, of course, they've got their charity shop up on London Road. And then
you donation drop-off point as well. Distribution centre they've got. Yes.
It's not a warehouse, but that's the gist of it.
I've been in it. Basically, it's a few tables with lots of toys.
Yes,
lots of toys.
And loads of children's clothes and bits as well. So they're going into the shop, and then obviously the shop sells and raises money, amongst many other things. I mean, they're fantastic fundraisers. Then Connect Counselling, which again is just down there.
Very close.
Very close.
Very close.
Yeah, very close indeed. But it kind of makes up, because Parity's down in Mitchett, so it's sort of a bit. But Connect Counselling is pretty what it says on the tin, really.
Yep.
It's all sorts of counselling, all areas, on a pay what you can, affordability basis.
It is a charity, isn't it?
Yes,
it's not a business, it's a charity.
Yeah, no, it's a charity. And what happens if you go along and you can afford to make a slightly larger donation, then you do, and if you can't afford to donate at all, then it is a charity. It's you know, so it's basically there for every, you know, no matter what,
for everyone.
Income, means tested, blah blah blah. It's there for there for everyone. And then last but by no means least is parity for disability.
Now they're in Mitchett, aren't they?
They are in Mitchett. They have they have two centres in the borough. One's in Mitchett and one's up on the Old Dean. And they have what they describe as students, and the reason for that being that when the whole way it came about was that young people were going to schools, and then they were going to sort of college, either specialist colleges or supervised or what have you, someone with them, carers, that kind of thing. So able to do that. And then once they've got that far, it was, well, now what? Now what happens now? Because of course a lot of them can't work.
Yeah.
So it was, what do we do now? And Parity stepped into that, bridged that gap. So a lot of, most of the students started at that point, but of course Parity's now been going for so long. At what point do you say, sorry, you can't come anymore? You know, you know, oh, sorry, you've got to 25, so now, you know, we're not having you.
It's a very difficult, especially when you're talking to these, you know, these sort of people.
So a lot of, some of them are now that little bit older because they've been there since they left college. So, but as I say, once you start going somewhere like that, you don't want to go, understandably. I know. The facilities are amazing.
All right, let's talk about the fundraising. We've just had a major event. We have, which was, of course, the Jubilee. It was the Jubilee Weekend for you.
It was, yes.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
I mean, there was the big event which I was involved in on the Thursday.
Which was just incredible. It was,
and I know you were really worried, weren't you? Because 2 weeks before was obviously the Surrey Heath show, and then you have this event, and you're like, is anyone going to turn up? Is anyone going to? And then the gates opened, and oh my God!
It just went mad, didn't it?
It did.
Was crazy. And I think, you know, we'd obviously sat down and talked about it before, hadn't we? And it, as a group, I mean, obviously it's not just the two of us. There's a group of.
Is it? I thought it was. It's just me actually. I organised the whole event. Yeah.
And we'd sat down and we had done the worrying about what if, and what if it rained as well. That was the other thing, wasn't it? What about the weather, and what if it rained? And so it was all, we were kind of a little bit concerned about it. But like you said, we opened the gates and people just poured in. And I think
2 mile tailbacks. 2 mile tailbacks they had all the way back to Johnson's Wax. How bad did you feel?
Got into Frimley High Street.
How bad did you feel?
Well, actually,
organising this event, which literally just clogged up the whole of Surrey Heath.
Well, I was told by events here afterwards that element of it would really have to be looked into a little bit.
But we didn't know. We didn't know.
No, and equally because what we were saying about the weather, of course, it could have been you and me, you know.
I know.
It was just.
I mean, the thing was, you're looking at an event and you're basing it on like Surrey Heath, the Surrey Heath show. Yeah. They don't have things like that. And then but obviously it was a very special weekend and people wanted to come out and celebrate. Of
course.
And that's
we went into the evening as well.
We went into the evening.
Which was, which
different.
Never happened before. And was, but the whole thing just, I think, exceeded everybody's expectations. And it was just an incredible day. But, you know, people still say to me, I saw you on that stage. Oh no!
What time? You were on that stage a few times, weren't you?
Well, I think they're possibly referring to the Ventriloquist.
That was very funny.
Yeah.
So just quickly then, can we talk about your partner, Madison? Madison on that. Now she is your Mayor Escort.
Yes. Escort, consort,
escort.
Yes, escort. Because we're not married, so she's an escort. So
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and she's your daughter?
She is my daughter.
How old is she?
She's 16.
16, okay. So she's just left school going to college?
She's, some holidays at the minute, starting college childcare in September.
You're sending her to childcare? What a cruel mother.
So she's going off to do that at Pharmatech. Really looking forward to it, bless her. But she's, embracing the role and the school holidays. Absolutely all in one.
And she's up for quite a lot of stuff. She was on that stage doing party dances and things like that.
Oh gosh, yeah. And she loves, you know, coming around and getting to know people and chatting to people. She's quite like me. She's a very people person.
Yeah.
So when we go out and, she'll go one way and have a good old chat, and I'll go the other way and have a good old chat.
And she has, with you, obviously you go out wearing this, which is your
Yes.
necklace, and she has a little necklace.
She has on a ribbon, and it's a little, I should have brought it with me actually. It's a little pendant almost, but it's sort of square, thinking about big, something like that.
Is it in the picture of an escort or a cavalier or something like that? Or
I think it's got Mayor's Escort written.
Mayor's Escort written. Oh
so.
wow!
Yeah.
So back in the 70s and 80s, that would have been quite interesting.
Yeah. So it's well, I've got to admit, I didn't, it's a bit of an old one, but anyway. Yeah. So she really enjoys it, and she's certainly the youngest Mascot Escort that Surrey Heath's ever had.
Yeah.
And somebody was telling me countrywide, but I don't know. It's a bit not sure about that one.
Okay.
But certainly here.
Okay.
Yeah, she absolutely loves it.
Okay, so back to the weekend. Because obviously we had you on stage doing the ventriloquist with the mouth and everything, which was very funny.
My debut on the stage. And at one point when I first started, I was really nervous about that. And everywhere I go, I seem to shake. Well, I do shake anyway. I'm a shaky sort of person. But I was shaking away. And by the end of the evening, I hadn't even had a drink or anything, but I think I was just, whatever. Yeah.
Can I just tell you something? I'm going to tell the viewer that basically the ventriloquist turned up 5 minutes before he was due to go on.
Oh, it was probably not even
It was
that,
me
awful,
and Mike were going, okay, how can we do this? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do?
Really?
And we were literally, we were planning, and he got stuck in traffic. He got stuck in traffic coming to the event. So he turned up literally with his he was running on with his cases and that, and it was like, so yeah, he literally just turned up just in time. But no, it was a great day. But let's talk about the other things that happened that weekend, because it wasn't just that, was it?
No,
What else? We had a football match.
We had, for the Mayor's Charities, there was all sorts all over, but for the Mayor's Charities, we did the football club. I was thinking, I couldn't get it in my head then, I was thinking Scouts. Mitchell Athletic Football Club organised an incredible children's tournament that had 96 teams, hundreds and hundreds of kids, as you can imagine, 96 teams, different ages, all participating, absolutely amazing, at King's International. And they did that and raised money for us there. And then the other event was that was Friday and Saturday. It was a 2-day thing. Because
The fun run on such a hot day as well.
It was. It really warmed up, and it wasn't too bad though, because it was 9 o'clock in the morning, so it hadn't sort of got going. And in fact, I did go home for a jumper actually, thinking about it.
Really?
So, yeah, I did. But then I always do. I'm like a.
Did it say "I am Mayor" written on the front of it?
So,
no,
I can't remember what it said on the front. It was probably. I'm absolutely. Don't want to carry on. No. The fun run. I started that, as in blew the horn.
Yeah.
And started the fun run, and then got back to the finish line and was seeing everybody, the prizes and everything. That was great. So, yeah, that was amazing. They raised quite a lot of money for that as well.
But that weekend, you were going to tea parties. You were going to social events as the mayor. And it was like I think you were on our estate at one point as well. It was like, I think
we did the 3 other days as such. We did 4 on one day and 6 on the other 2. So things were literally.
Did you have tea and cake at every single event?
No.
No?
No. In fact, I very rarely eat at all when I'm out, because of me and the kind of my luck and the sort of the way it would happen to me. I would start off event number 1 at 10 o'clock in the morning, say the Heatherside Cafe, the pop-up cafe. I'd go there, I'd have tea and cakes and whatever, I'd throw it down my front, and then be trying to work out for the rest of the day how I was going to be covering this actually. So I very rarely eat when I'm out and about.
Okay, so you kicked off your mayoral year with a massive, great boost of funds to your 3 charities.
We did.
And then there are other events planned throughout the year, aren't there?
Yes, we've got different things coming up, but can I share with you what we made? Because my team are absolutely, they are just incredible.
Go on.
We raised over the weekend, we raised £19,058.
Wow.
Yeah. So as I say, they're just incredible. The team.
And that's profit. That's after everything else has been paid for. So, that is a big payday, isn't it, for the Mayor's charity?
So really, as I say, the teams, thank you is just not enough. They have done an utterly remarkable, organising and doing and getting people there. And, the day itself, Jubilee Day, the big event was, it was just buzzing, wasn't it? And nobody stopped the whole day through.
Well, the thing was, it wasn't just the day, there was like the day before, because things had to be marked out.
Going around and spraying the field in the paint and everything.
Yeah.
But, just absolutely. And the organising where the stalls and everything were going to go. Mandy did an incredible job.
That was Mandy and Tony.
Yeah, they were, so they did sort of all the on the ground stuff. But yeah, so as I say.
We were very, very lucky to have both of them, because obviously they're involved in other events. So they knew exactly straight away what they were doing. It's like Tony was throwing out questions, well, what about car parking? And of course us like, car parking? Well, we didn't really think about that, But he had all this other experience that he was bringing in. So, it was great to bring. The committee is about eight people, all with different experiences. And
it was brilliant. See, Tony, most of us would have had to get a measure out or what have you and do the 3.5 by 3.5. Tony just walks it. Yeah, but we haven't. No, it's here. And you got it out, and he was always spot on. To the point in the end where you've actually felt quite.
And you can't argue with it. You can't argue with him either. You cannot argue with him.
But he was brilliant. So going forward,
yes,
we have the tea dance, which is coming up on the 8th of September.
I'm looking forward to that, actually.
That'll be really good. We've got live music, and we've been Fiona's Tea Shop in Frimley, which is a new one.
Yeah,
are lending us all the traditional cups and saucers and the teapots, and to make it really, special. So. Yeah, that's the tea dance. Then
now you've got Rodney Dell.
We have
singing.
got Rodney Dell doing that one.
He's going to be crooning away. He's going to be doing some Frank Sinatra and things like that.
Yeah, so. Doing the music.
Are you going to be dancing?
Do you know? Everywhere I go, I seem to dance. It seems to be my thing.
Really? Can you waltz then?
The Jubilee, I danced with the Sikhs.
Yeah.
I did Morris dancing at the Jubilee. A certain somebody had me dancing on the stage.
Yeah.
And then I've been to Nepalese events since, and I was dancing there. And I just seem to dance everywhere I go.
You just got to embrace it, though, haven't you?
You have. I've got to admit, if you'd said to me, will you be dancing this year? It's like I said to you, do you remember I said to you, no singing. No matter what happens, no singing. And I was not shifting off no singing. And I was kind of, dancing isn't really me either. But yes, it's a matter of just doing it and enjoying it. Belly dancing, we did that as well.
Okay, so you've done all the genres then?
Yeah.
It's just tap you're waiting for now?
Absolutely. So, although I'm not sure ballet is a very good idea either.
Okay.
That probably goes in the singing group. But, yeah, so we've done that. So, yes, I probably am going to be... I've done chair dancing as well at some of the old folks' homes.
Chair dancing. Chair dancing, yeah.
Chair dancing. So we've been... we've done that as well. So, yes, probably.
You can cut a waltz or a foxtrot.
Well, no, I wouldn't go that far.
I can see you practicing at home. You and Madison going around the lounge.
Well, we don't have time to practice dancing because of the following event. The following event is Murder Mystery. And
it's like so basically a murder mystery is like Cluedo, isn't it?
Yes.
Effectively.
Yes, it is. There's a script. You learn, and the actors, playmakers, call them what you like, learn their part and come together. But it's put together, you have the certain part with the starters, and then you might have a break, and then you have the sort of the end of the story, and you find out who done it, kind of thing, between the main course and dessert.
Yeah.
You space it out how you want to do it. But so to do that, obviously, you have to have a cast. And
are you in it?
Yes.
You said that without moving your lips. I like that.
Yes, I am. I am the inspector, the chief inspector, I do believe. And Madison is the deputy chief inspector because we felt that was about...
That was about right, yeah.
So we thought like that. And then we have an amazing...
An amazing cast. It is.
We do. Again, lots of local, well-known faces.
Lots of experience.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say that my
We're
acting
pushing.
skills aren't exactly...
We're expecting big things from you.
You think
I'd like
so?
to say. Yes, I am. I'm expecting very big things from you. In view of, you know, what you do and Reds and everything, I warn you now, I am expecting big things.
I better learn the script then.
So, yes, but yeah, and so you're doing it, and then there's lots of other sort of different people locally. Some are from local amateur dramatic groups.
Yes.
That's the word I'm after. So there's a couple from them, and then obviously there's us and you and a couple of other
members of the committee.
So yeah, it's all sort of come together quite nicely.
Yeah, you've got a lot coming up. So that's in September. So just briefly, just go over what's in the pipeline.
What else have we got planned? We've got Pamper evening at the beginning of October.
Yeah.
Then at some point, I think it's the end of November, there's a firewalk. Have I spoken to you about doing the firework?
I'm not doing that. I would jump out of an airplane, okay, but I'm not doing a firewalk.
I think we should perhaps ask everyone.
No.
If we get
No,
more
I'm not
yeses than no, then I think we should have you do the firework.
No, sorry. Do you know what? Walking on fire, walking on hot coals.
But you do get taught how to do it.
I know. It's all about being. It's all a mindset.
It's not just a case of here, have some coals and walk on them. You have training and shown how. And let's face it, if it was that bad, people wouldn't do it.
I'm good. I'm good to watch. I'll donate. I'll donate. But anyway, so we have a lot of things coming up, and then obviously your time finishes in March. Is it March?
May.
May it finishes.
The ball is March. We're doing the ball, aren't we, in March?
Oh, we are doing the ball. I'm looking forward to that.
The ball is at
Roaring Twenties.
Roaring Twenties.
I put the theme out there. It's got to happen now. It's got to happen. The Roaring
And I
Twenties.
said to you, well, it has to be Roaring Twenties anyway, because I went and found this amazing dress I absolutely love. And I said to Neil, I don't care what you do, what theme you put on it.
You have to
I wanna wear
build this dress into it.
This dress, yeah. So, but that is at Pine Ridge, isn't it?
Yes.
We've confirmed that now
Yeah.
on the 4th of March. And then there's going to be other bits in the middle, sort of Christmas
Excellent.
bits. And
Fantastic.
So, yeah, lots and lots of.
Thank you very much. I know you're a very, very busy person. So thank you very much for giving us
you're more than welcome. Thank you for coming to see
a
me.
quick half an hour of your time. I think is it half an hour? It's been about roughly half an hour. So and a little insight. And this is obviously the Mayor's Parlour. Just quickly, we have the desk at the back. We have a nice little drinks cabinet over there with teacups on top.
Yes,
Teacups.
I do.
No alcohol whatsoever.
I bought my own kettle as
You haven't offered us a drink yet, but I'm sure that will come.
So,
Oh, that stumped you now, hasn't it?
Right, I'm quite boring. I don't drink tea or coffee. I drink hot water. So it's a bit odd.
With a slice of lemon?
I should do, shouldn't I really? I hadn't thought about that.
My mum does that. My mum does that. Hot water with a slice of lemon in it.
So, yeah, the kettle's there, but that's all it does, boil sort of thing.
And it matches everything else as well, which is quite good.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. You just clean. Just has to come in and dust it every now and then.
That's fine.
So-
But they've been really nice to me though, because my desk, when I came in, my desk was just empty.
Yeah.
And because I work here quite a lot, because I find if I work at home, I start putting the washing machine on, faffing about with the dogs, making lunch and so on. So if I work here, it's quite isolated up here, so it's quite nice. So they've bought me screens down, and they've bought me laptops and a mouse, all the rest of it.
So normally the desk is quite empty then, is it?
When I came in, yeah, there was nothing on it. It was...
Do they bring you air conditioning? Because it's not air conditioned whatsoever.
No,
so
no,
it's
it's
a
not.
little
In
bit
fact, what they
stifling
do,
in here.
They need to put the tube in from the chamber, because it was freezing cold in there and really warm in here.
Well, get up in the loft and just divert it.
Things
Just divert it, yeah.
Get them to
Where's
do it.
Helen? Oh, she's in the loft diverting the air conditioning.
Facilities, actually, give them a due. Facilities here are absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
It's sort of wheelie desk chairs and things sort of appear, because a lot less people here now than there ever have been because of because of COVID. A lot of people still have never come back. So there's lots of monitors and wheelie chairs rolling around, and they sort of just, and I mention it, and I turn around and they bring it in. They're fantastic. And I leave it looking a mess in here. And the other day, the robes were everywhere as I was dashing to the next thing, and I just crossed the table. And I came in, and it was all pristine. And I went back downstairs to the facilities man, because I knew it was him, so I'd seen him wandering about. And you've been in my office messing things around. And his face, he was... I said, don't you ever do that again? I said, if I make the mess, I tidy it up.
Well, thank you very much, Helen. and
you're
we will do another catch up
Absolutely welcome.
in sort of 6 months' time, and you can tell us
Yeah.
even more what's been going on. We've
Well,
talked
absolutely.
about this bit. We can talk about the next bit.
Absolutely, towards the end.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.